What's up, YouTube? All praises to the Most High. And all praises to Yahusha, the one that died for us to have Ruach Kodesh. All thanks to him, we are breathing. And we are filled with the righteousness of Yahusha. And also, bless the Ruach Kodesh. Bless it. And also, bless the angels around us, because they are the ones that protect us when we send out a prayer. Bless the angels of the Most High. They do exist, and they actually watch over us, and they take into account everything that we do. So that's why I'm very mindful about how I teach y'all, and that's why I'm very mindful about allowing you to correct me if you see anything that I say that goes against the word of the Most High, or anything that goes against him in general. Because, like I said before, Yahusha, the Ruach, Yahusha, and Yahuwah, they all have emotions and feelings. And you have to sort those things out. And also, when you find yourself ignoring their emotions and feelings, just always think about your emotions and feelings and then apply it to the Most High and Yahusha and the Ruach Kodesh emotions and feelings, and the angels around us. Because the fact that they watch us, you don't understand how ashamed you will feel once you're aware that they're watching you and everything that you do. Trust me, I know, because when I thought about it, and then when I read through the book of Enoch, which is what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to read through the book of Enoch for y'all. And actually, I'm going to read about the resurrection of the dead in the book of Enoch, though. But I want y'all to always understand something. We're always being watched by Yahweh and Yahusha. And so we have to be very mindful that we're always being watched. And the angels are always telling on us, whether it's bad or good, they're telling. Oh, he did such and such and such. They writing stuff down. And you'll see it because I'm still reading from the book of Enoch. So you going to see why I'm saying all this stuff. But I want y'all to know I did, the surgery was as successful as it's going to be for now, because I do have to go and get another surgery. But for now, it's successful, and I'm still here. And, well, for so far, my eye still works. It's working as good as it's going to work for now. Let's put it that way. But, I always give thanks and praise to the Most High Yahweh, and never neglect his feelings or emotions. Now, we go. I'm going to read from the book of Enoch about the resurrection of the dead and the separation by the judge of the righteous and the wicked. Okay, so I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to give my commentary on it. And I want y'all to, hopefully be edified by it. Remember, what we do is we exalt the Most High. We not exalting ourselves over here. Like we got rid of our selfishness. I said this in somebody's live feed one day. Shouts out to Facebook, but I said this and I mean this. Relationships are a blessing for the selfless. They are a reward for the selfless. And they are. Uh, and relationships are cursed for the wicked, for the selfish. For those that are selfish, a relationship is a curse. Any relationship, friendship, all of it. And just think about it. It's a curse for those that are selfish. Relationships are a curse for those that are selfish. Relationships are a blessing for those that are selfless, that don't think about themselves. And so, I remember what Yahweh said. He said, think, uh, think nothing about yourselves for what you will have for the morrow. We only supposed to think about today. And then he also goes in to explain: Are you not greater than the birds? Are you not greater than they? And they have like they have the outside. Are you no greater than the fowls of the air? He says that, and I believe that's in Matthew. I believe Matthew, Luke, and John. He say it. So, but you always want to, keep this in mind. Like, think nothing of for yourselves, for Yahweh will always make sure that you're taken care of. As long as you take care of Him, though. Try not to, and that's why I kind of put it on your heart to think about the Most High. Like, think about Him. Like, without thinking about yourself, though. You got to think about the Most High. Otherwise, it don't work as well. Like, because your soul will get put in jeopardy and being, like, selfish. Like, our relationships, like, just think about, like, we have friendships and, marriages and all these types of relationships. Just the different types of relationships that we have out here, they all reflect how you deal with the Most High. And yeah, if you're selfish, you're always gonna feel like something was taken from you when you give. If you think about it, like when you think about it, when you give begrudgingly, you feel like something's taken from you because you're selfish at heart, and so it hurts yourself uh, when you think like that, and so that's why. But when you give generously, righteously, like pure at heart, Yahweh rewards that. When you give your attention to Him generously, He rewards that. When you give attention to others generously, somehow Yahweh rewards that. When you place yourself as a servant of others, uh, it edifies people's spirit as you walk through life, and then you give glory to the Most High. It exalts the Most High where your behavior reflects His behavior, and then you take no glory for yourselves. Just say, I do unto others as I would like others to do unto me, and that exalts the Most High because that came strictly from His word. So that means that you're using something the Most High taught you, and you give glory to the Most High. Like everything that He teach you how to do, it'll give glory to the Most High when you're performing or practicing it unbegrudgingly. Do it without motive. Do it without motive. Do things without having a motive. Remember, the act in itself is its own reward. And when you think like that, the Most High can reward you on His own without you thinking about yourself. Like when you do an act cheerfully, lovingly, graciously, He can exalt you. But let me go ahead. I'm gonna read once again. I'm gonna read it, and then y'all. I'm gonna give my commentary on it. Y'all can add in y'all commentary on it. With like whether you agree with what's being said in here or whatever the case may be. But I'm reading from the book of Enoch. So if you got the book, read along. If you don't got the book, well, just listen. And then I'm going to break it down how I see it. All right. And in those days shall the earth also give back that which has been entrusted to it. And Sheol also shall give back that which it has received. Sheol is the resting place of the dead, bad or good. And depending on what part of Sheol you are in, you'll either be comforted or you'll experience pain. And hell shall give back that which it owes. For in those days the elect one shall arise, and he shall choose the righteous and holy from among them. So that means he gonna pick the righteous and the holy from among those that were resurrected. For the day has drawn nigh that they should be saved. And the elect one shall in those days sit on my throne, and his mouth shall pour forth all the secrets of wisdom and counsel. For the Elohim of spirits have given them to him and have glorified him. And in those days shall the mountains leap like rams, and the hills also skip like lambs satisfied with milk, and the faces of all the angels in heaven shall be lightened up with joy, and the earth shall rejoice, and the righteous shall dwell upon it, and the elect shall walk thereon. Next, the 7 metal mountains and the elect one. And after those days, in the place where I had seen all the visions of that which is hidden, for I had been carried off in a whirlwind, and they had borne me towards the west. There my eyes saw all the secret things of heaven that shall be, a mountain of iron, and a mountain of copper, and a mountain of silver, and a mountain of gold, and a mountain of soft metal, and a mountain of lead. And I asked the angel who went with me, saying, what things are these which I have seen in secret? And he said unto me, all these things which thou hast seen shall serve the dominion of his anointed, that he may be potent and mighty on the earth. And that angel of peace answered, saying unto me, Wait a little, and there shall be revealed unto thee all the secret things which surround the Elohim of spirits. And these mountains which thine eyes have seen, the mountain of iron, and the mountain of copper, and the mountain of silver, and the mountain of gold, and the mountain of soft metal, and the mountain of lead, and all these shall be in the presence of the elect one. His elect one he's talking about is Yahusha. That's who he's talking about. When it says the elect one, that's his first elect one. As wax before the fire, and like water which streams down from above upon those mountains, and they shall become perilous before his feet. And it shall come to pass in those days that none shall be saved, either by gold or by silver, and none be able to escape. And there shall be no iron for war, nor shall one clothe oneself with a breastplate. Bronze shall be of no service, and tin shall be of no service, and shall not be esteemed, and lead shall not be desired. And all these things shall be denied and destroyed from the surface of the earth, when the elect one shall appear before the face of the Elohim of spirits. The valley of judgment, the angels of punishment, and the communities of the elect one. Communities of the elect one. There my eyes saw a deep valley with open mouths, and all who dwell on the earth and the sea and the islands shall bring to him gifts and presents and tokens of homage, but that deep valley shall not become full. You listening? And their hands commit lawless deeds, and the sinners devour all whom they lawlessly oppress. Yes, the sinners shall be destroyed before the face of the Elohim of spirits, and they shall be banished from off the face of his earth, and they shall perish forever and ever. Pay attention. This is why I say, like, being selfish is no good. Like, when I read this, it lets me know how us valuing these material things, they, whether you know it or not, like, it is of naught. For I saw all the angels of punishment abiding there, and preparing all the instruments of Satan. And I asked the angel of peace, who went with me, for whom they were preparing these instruments. And he said unto me, they prepared these for the kings and the mighty of this earth, that they may thereby be destroyed. And after this, the righteous and elect one shall cause the house of his congregation to appear. Henceforth they shall be no more hindered in the name of the Elohim of spirits. That's Yahweh. And these mountains shall not stand as the earth before his righteousness, but the hills shall be as a fountain of water, and the righteous shall have rest from the oppression of sinners. And I looked up, no, and I looked and turned to another part of the earth, and saw there a deep valley burning with burning fire. And they brought the kings of the mighty and began to cast them into this deep valley. And there my eyes saw how they made these their instruments, iron chains of immeasurable weight. And I asked the angel of peace who went with me, saying, for whom are these chains being prepared? And he said unto me, these are being prepared for the host of Azazel, so that they can take them and cast them into the abyss of complete condemnation. And they shall cover their jaws with rough stones, as the Elohim of spirits commanded. And Michael and Gabriel and Raphael and Phanuel shall take hold of them on that great day, and cast them on that day into the burning furnace, that the Elohim of spirits may take vengeance on them for their unrighteousness in becoming subject to Satan and leading astray those who dwell on the earth. You see, those angels did let. Now, if you notice, it said they were taken by Satan. Listen to it very closely, and this is how you know that Satan takes over emotions. It's not just Satan gets to crash out on people's emotions. So it said that you know the Elohim of righteousness may take vengeance on them for their unrighteousness and becoming subject to Satan. When a person becomes subject to Satan, that means their emotions, like Satan possessed their emotions, and then they led us astray. They led astray those who dwell on the earth. So when people become possessed by Satan, just remember, like when Peter became possessed by Satan, and that was when they was uh, before the feast, before the Feast of Tabernacles. Uh, yeah, before the Feast of Tabernacles in Matthew, you heard Peter say, "Well, I would never turn, I would never turn on you." And they said before the crow, uh, before the cock crow thrice, you shall no before the you shall deny me. You shall deny me thrice before the cock before the rooster crows. Pretty much the cock, the rooster. But I still got some time, so I'm gonna continue to read. I'm gonna I'm gonna read it all the way. Yeah, I'm gonna read this one. The Mosaic, uh, the Mosaic fragment on the first world of judgment. And in those days shall punishment come from the Elohim of spirits, and he will open all the chambers of waters which are above the heavens, and of the fountains which are beneath the earth, and all the waters shall be joined with the waters, and that which is above the heavens is the masculine, and the water which is beneath the earth is the feminine. And they shall destroy all who dwell on the earth, and those who dwell under the ends of the heaven. Oh and those who dwell under the ends of the heaven. And when they have recognized their unrighteousness, which they have wrought on the earth, then by these shall they perish. And after that, the head of days repented and said, I in vain have destroyed all who dwell on the earth. And he swore by his great name, henceforth I will not do so to all who dwell on the earth, and I will set a sign in the heaven, and this shall be a pledge of good faith between me and them forever. So long as heaven is above the earth, and this is in a consonance with my command. So that right there is talking about the flood from Noah. So that's talking about Noah's flood. The flood from Noah's time. And that's the first judgment. It was called the Mosaic fragment on the first world judgment. That's the first world judgment. So with that, it's speaking on the first judgment of the world, where everybody was executed and condemned from the rivers beneath the earth and from the waters above the earth. And they all came crashing down all together. Like the water came up and water came down, like it was released from the heavens. All right, and then it says the final judgment of Azazel. Final judgment of Azazel, the watchers, and their children. Talking about the Nephilim. The half angels, half humans, and half angels, the giants. When I have desired to take hold of them by the hand, my fault, y'all, by the hand of the angels on the day of tribulation and pain, because of this I will cause my chastisement and my wrath to abide upon them, saith Yahweh, the Elohim of spirits. Ye mighty kings who dwell on the earth, ye shall have to behold my elect one. He talking about Yahusha. How he sits on the throne of glory and judges Azazel and all his associates and all his hosts in the name of the Elohim of spirits, Yahweh. And I saw there was hosts of angels of punishment going, and they held scourges and chains of iron and bronze. And I asked the angel of peace who went with me, saying, To whom are these who hold the scourges? And he said on to me, to their elect, which is the enemy's elect, right? and beloved ones, that they may be cast into the chasm of the abyss of the valley. And then that the valley shall be filled with their elect and beloved, and the days of their lives shall be at an end, and the days of their leading astray shall not thenceforward be reckoned. So basically, because they still leading us astray, whether you know it or not. This is talking about the final judgment of Azazel. So that means he's still out here doing his misdeeds. Or, that angel's still out here doing his misdeeds. And unfortunately, Yahusha got to take care of him because he went against the Most High Yahweh. Selfishness. Came down here to be selfish and risk everybody else's life to be selfish. And that's why I will continue to beat it in your head. We don't exalt ourselves over here. We exalt the Most High Yahweh. We can't exalt ourselves. We can be confident in the Most High, and we can have faith in the actions that He leads us into doing and direct us into doing. But give no glory to yourself. Have none for yourself. Don't make that mistake, y'all. Don't. I mean, then sometimes we get the repercussions of trying to glorify ourselves down here. So, don't think that you're just gonna get off scot free. Y'all don't really never let nobody get off scot free. As much as it looks like a person's getting off scot free, none of us ever get off scot free. I know because just because I have a good heart doesn't mean that I've done right, like done righteousness in the sight of the Most High Yahweh. Yeah, yeah, I might have good heart, good spirit, and I might want to do on the others as I would have them do on to me. But if if I wasn't thinking about the Most High in that process, or if I didn't glorify Him in that process, he not checking for me. Y'all not checking for nobody that don't glorify Him or be obedient to His law. Like there's things that you might feel sad for doing, or like, for example, like when we have relationships with our women, or women have relationships with their men. You know, if you just having a fornicating, or a relationship of iniquity, that's what I would call it, a relationship that's considered in iniquity, which is just fornicating without getting married by the laws of the land. So, with that being said, when you having those kinds of relationships down here, because just because you feel bad, or just because you don't want to leave this person because you love them, and vice versa, or you find yourself doing acts that go against the Most High just to please that person, which is fornicating. Like, that's an act that goes against the Most High, and just because you love that person. Females do it, males do it as well. So nobody's exempt from judgment. So I'm just letting y'all know. From what I understand, just because we have a good heart towards who we dealing with does not mean that we are edifying or exalting the Most High Yahweh unless we get married. That's the only way. And then on top of it, now don't get me wrong, He might give you grace, like your life is still intact. That's grace. Just when your life is still intact, after you perform these acts, that's the grace of the Most High Yahweh and Yahusha. That's grace. But You want to, you once you start to learn how to see how the Most High see things, then Yahweh can bless you for real. Like, but He can't bless us if we just gonna be blind on purpose. Like, He not gonna do that. Like, He not going. We not. He not going with me. He not going with nobody. And I know because I done been chastised by the Most High, especially when I read the Word, and especially when I'm sitting out here and I'm thinking I'm being righteous just because I'm looking out for somebody. Now, if I'm looking out for somebody with hidden motive, that's not doing the Most High no justice. So, just think about these things when you look out for somebody. Are you doing it with hidden agenda? You know, ask yourself that question. Like, cause we all have done it. When we're trying to date a woman and we out here spending money on a date, or we out here trying to do something because the agenda is by the end of the night what you trying to do. Everybody know that, like, I ain't even gotta say it. You just automatically know where people head go. But what I'm trying to do is edify you, clean you of that spirit so that you can turn to the Most High, feel truly shame, and actually stop thinking about yourself, because you also got to think about that person that you might be hurting in the process too. Like, and a lot of us, we commit these acts, but we don't understand that we're hurting somebody outside of ourselves, whether we're pleasing our flesh or their flesh. You're still doing something that goes against the Most High unless you repent to correct it by either getting married or just cutting it off altogether. And unless you want to marry that person, like, you shouldn't do it unless you want to marry that person in the first place. But just pay attention to these things. Like, and don't find yourself getting caught up. I done found myself getting caught up, and trust me, I paid for it. But I'm also, I'm still in redemption. I'm still repenting. I'm still walking in repentance. So I'm not exempt. If you made it this far, I love you. Like the video, comment, share it, and give me your insights. You might have seen something different than I seen. And I'm still growing and learning every day. It's still a process, but I'm gonna share my process with y'all, and hopefully my process helps your process. And to all y'all who wish me well in the comments, and you know gave gave me gave gave me a prayer or whatnot. I appreciate y'all, and it is all love. Every last one of y'all, I love every last person. But yeah, when we do this, we don't exalt ourselves. We exalt Yahweh. Oh, I didn't even know that was on there. But yeah, we exalt Yahweh. We exalt Yahusha, we exalt Yahweh, and we exalt the Ruach Kodesh. We don't exalt ourselves. They exalt us. They exalt us. We exalt, and then we bless the angels. Bless the angels. Esteem your brothers higher than yourself. These are forms of exaltation that leave you out of it and make you selfless so you can receive. You empty yourself of yourself so you can receive the Most High and the Ruach and Yahusha. Once you start doing that, it's a purification process. But you find yourself crucifying your flesh. Sometimes you might even find yourself being in shame, but it's worth it to feel the shame so that it's worth it to feel the shame early so you ain't got to feel the shame later on. Because later on, when you feel shame, it's going to be too late. You're not going to be able to feel shame. Like, you're going to feel shame, but by that time, the Most High ain't going to care about you. You better remember that. He say it in there. Y'all heard me read it. So, it's all love, y'all. And I appreciate y'all. And I hope this message edified your spirit. And I hope that, we all continue to grow righteous and elect. And, share the video. Thumbs up the video. And, yeah. I'm going to give y'all another one. Yeah, I'll give y'all another one later. Because I know I said I was going to read out the Apocrypha. I ain't get to read out the Apocrypha, so I'm going to read that to y'all next. Yep. But all praises to the Most High, Yahuwah. All praises to Yahusha. Bless the Ruach. All praises to the Ruach Okudesh. And all praises to y'all. To esteem your brothers higher than yourself. But bless the creation. Bless the angels. Bless the spirit of the seasons. Bless the rains, the portals of the rains of blessing, and the portals of the rains of curses, and the portals of the frost. There's portals of the frost. There's portals of the wind. There's spirits, the sylph spirits that control the wind. Just think about all these things. Like, there are spirits that control the seasons, the 4 seasons. Say that in here too. Once I'm gonna get further down the line, you'll see it. But yeah. And I will be, I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna read it for y'all so that y'all know that I'm not lying. Bless these things. And then praise the Most High. Exalt the Most High. Without thinking about yourself. So I love y'all.